One summer moment can change a child's life. Through Toys for Tots Give and Go initiative, your support provides books, games, toys, and outdoor adventures that spark curiosity, creativity, and a love of nature. Whether it's fishing, learning a new sport, reading under a tree, or playing with friends, these moments build confidence and lifelong memories. For too many children, those moments never come. You can help change that this summer. Visit toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots, delivering hope beyond the holidays.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
So we will get back to Mom Donnie and the Israeli Day Parade and what's going on at Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey, at the detention center there. These professional protesters and agitators trying to disrupt and interfere with law enforcement operations. But somewhat of a different topic here. And I really want to hear from you folks on this one. So you listen to this program, you know that I don't shy away from anything, right? I try and discuss everything. And the only reason why I'm discussing this right now is because 4 to 5 female members of Congress, female members, recently held a news conference. And they refer, it was Rashida Tlaib, which is a turnoff to me, but they said that it's economic violence when employers don't pay women to stay home from work when they're going through a very tough menstruation, right? Periods. So again, normally I would not discuss this because frankly, I don't even know how really. But you have 4 to 5 female members of Congress discussing this. So I want you to listen to a little bit of what they have to say. Plus, I'll get to Jill Biden, her book, her recent revelations. But I want you to listen to these female lawmakers as it relates to menstruation, painful menstruations. And they say it's economic violence when employers don't pay women to stay home that go through such tough menstruation cycles.
Today we are here to talk about women's pain and how long it's been overlooked. In the summer of 2015, while starting my career in New York City, I woke up on the floor of my local bodega, drenched in sweat, being dragged into an ambulance. 2 male paramedics hovered over me and continued to ask me if I was pregnant. I had passed out from period pain. Even now, every month, I have days where it feels like barbed wire is tightening inside me. I've taken 2,000 milligrams of ibuprofen in 24 hours and still been in tears from the pain. Often end up on the bathroom floor in the fetal position, crying, moaning, or vomiting. Still, I've put on a blazer and gone to work. I've sat in committee hearings, nauseous from the pain, quietly breathing to make my way through it. I've given speeches at rallies and run town halls while my body was in full revolt. I smiled for photos while silently wondering if I might faint right then and there. In fact, about 15% of women have period pain so debilitating that it disrupts work or school. That is no small number, and yet we are told to suck it up. It's why during Women's History Month, I've introduced legislation to give workers up to 12 days of paid leave a year for reproductive health. This would cover period pain, yes, but also menopause symptoms, IVF, miscarriages, endometriosis flare-ups, and more.
I'm here to speak to the thousands of women in Southern Arizona who are tired of being ignored. They are tired of having their pain minimized. They are tired of a healthcare system that treats women's bodies like an afterthought. Forcing a worker to choose between paying her rent or losing a day pay to recover from a grueling gynecological procedure is not a choice. It's an economic violence. We are done being gaslit in the exam room. Health is not a luxury, and our pain is not an inconvenience. It is time to pass healthcare agenda that truly sees us, respects us, and protects us. It's time to acknowledge our country's history of systemic injustice in women's health care and needs. We're sick and tired of women having to be expected to say, suck it up, or still perform at the highest level. They are expected to show up to work despite incredibly painful periods and sit through meetings after being denied competent health care. And for far too long, women's pain have been minimized, ignored, dismissed, and even politicized. We have to guarantee paid leave for reproductive health. That is the minimum. No one should have to choose between their paycheck and their health to be able to manage that kind of incredible pain. This is about listening to us, listening to women when they say they are hurting and that they're in so much pain, and rejecting the dangerous idea that suffering is simply the price of being a woman.
So suffering should not simply be the price of being a woman. And the reason why I did this topic is because, frankly, it's easy for us men to state what we think should be the rules. I mean, I don't know, folks. I really want to hear from you folks, and I really want to hear from you women. I really want to hear from you women as it relates to this topic. Is it, economic violence when employers don't pay women to stay home when they have very tough menstrual cycles, very tough periods? Let's go to Mary, line 4 in New Jersey. Mary, what's on your mind?
Hi, Dominic. The woman who was talking, she's not exaggerating. I've often gone in and as I say, I feel like taking my bleeding, writhing guts, tearing them out and throwing them in somebody's face. So, but I don't think I don't think it's economic violence, though. And ordinarily, I would say that this is, it's just part of being a woman. Take a sick day or something, but it would annoy the trans movement, and that's worth it. So I
okay, but wait, Mary, wait. And Mary, don't get me started. See, Mary, I was doing good. Now you're gonna get my pressure up because
what did I do?
No, you didn't do anything wrong. Because in Massachusetts, the governor's office there, you mentioned the trans community. They're having some type of period day for the transgender community in Boston. And I'm like, what? I mean, listen, you can call yourself a woman. You're not a woman. It's either you're a biological woman or you're not. But go ahead, Mary.
Are they? I don't understand, but I think I have heard about that. They're actually talking about the men, biological men, who want a period day. Right,
a period day, and Mary, I'm not even going to go through the graphic details of what they're doing in Boston.
No.
So wait. I just want to be clear, but before I go to Pat, New Jersey, should women get extra sick time? How should society deal with this?
I think that they should go ahead with it because they're not going to do it for them anyway. But it makes a good point because this stuff that's happening to girls and they're just being stamped on. That really makes me angry. So yeah, I think I think go for it.
Mary, you know why I did this story? Because normally I would run the other way on something like this, and then I started saying to myself throughout the day, if this was an issue impacting men, society would have dealt with this a long time ago. And so, but Mary, thank you. Go ahead. So there is a double standard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember a time when you were not allowed to mention condoms. And then, probably back in the 80s. And then there were no commercials like that on TV or anything. But then the AIDS thing came out. And, they started talking about it. And I remember saying at work, oh, yeah, now that it's something that affects men, now it's all right to talk about it.
Well, thank you very much, Mary, for the call. Let's go to Pat, line 5, New Jersey. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning, Dominic. If I may weigh in on this subject, yes, it can be a problem, and being a woman, I'm aware of a problem such as that. However, it's just like when I needed to go for radiation treatment when I had breast cancer, I needed to bank my sick days, and that's what the sick days were for. If I used them and I didn't have any more, then, oh well, it wasn't up to the municipality I was working for to pay me for not being there if I didn't have the sick time.
So it can really be that painful, Loretta?
You mean, no, my name is Pat.
Oh, Pat. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Pat. I apologize. I'm looking at all the different calls, and I see Melvin's name in Indianapolis keeps popping up without a topic, and so I'm just completely lost here. But go ahead, Pat. I apologize.
I've been on both sides of it. I have been on both sides of it, and I did work for a municipality, and we're given so many sick days a year, and you can't abuse them. People, before you know it, they'll say, geez, I have a sore throat today. I need a sick day. If you're that bad and you need it, you have to take it off no matter what. And when I was going through radiation treatment, so many sessions a week, I had banked my sick time. However, when I was coming close and I was losing it, there were times I had to take it without pay.
Wow. Pat, thank you for the great call. Let's go to line 1, Loretta in Brooklyn. Loretta, good morning. What's on your mind?
Hi, good morning, Dominic. I've been listening about my sister. She had such debilitating period pain and cramps. She was a dance teacher. That's physical hard work. But she had the luxury. It was her own dance studio. She would give her partner, her assistant, had the keys. She couldn't move for like 5 or 7 days, and that's why she didn't want children, I was told, because she had a lot of internal trouble. It's a real thing for some women. And men just don't take it seriously because, suck it up. You're a woman. You have to have it a month, once a month. Me, I breeze through it. Totally different. But each individual woman, the case is different. Your doctor has to document it. And then I think you can move forward. I think something needs to be done about it. On the positive side.
Loretta, that's why I did the topic, because I'm like, you got 5 lawmakers standing up there talking about this, and who am I to ignore it? And so what I said to myself was, so because I'm a man, I'm just going to ignore this. 5 lawmakers talking about another issue I wouldn't just ignore. And so that's why I wanted to do this. So you're telling me, Loretta, this is real?
Very real. My sister denied herself children. She was much older than me, but I was told she had a lot of internal trouble as a woman. She was a fantastic dancer. She was in Madison Square Garden. I mean, she was a good businesswoman, smart, physically fit and toned all her life, but inside, internally, not so good. And me, I breezed through menopause. I breezed through everything. And it's on an individual case basis. You can't tell by looking. And Midol doesn't cut it. That's what's on the market. But and the hot water bottle and all these remedies you get, but it's serious for my sister.
And the reason why I wanted to do this, Loretta, I'm going to end up in a lot of trouble now, because my wife.
You're brave, Dominic. You're brave.
I don't know, but my wife seemed to thank you. She seemed to breeze through menopause, right, in her late 40s. And now all of a sudden she'll just be like, it's hot. And I mean, she'll start sweating.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is real. I mean, like really start sweating.
Yeah.
And so, I'm like, who am I to ignore this topic? That's why I did it, Loretta. Thank you for I just find it interesting, folks, that women are calling up talking about this. So it's real. It's real. Us men can, say whatever, but no, it's not whatever. These are real issues for our mothers, our wives, our daughters, our sisters, our cousins, our friends. It is what it is. The number to reach me, I'm going to go to Steve in Newark, New Jersey. The number to reach me, 800-848-9222.